Good, thank you.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Merengue is one of the establishments for dining in the city of Boston, particularly the Roxbury area, that I've heard people mention a lot. Quality, taste, in and out, good service. So I wanted you to come share with us this evening because it's a unique spot to have. And I have a couple questions that the audience wants to get answers to, and I figure you'd be the guy to answer them for me.
Sure, I'll be more than happy.
So the first one I ask is, you've been there for how long now?
Well, it's going to be 20 years next year.
20 years?
Yes, we opened in 1994, August of 1994.
Wow. Now, what drew you to the location there? Was it traffic? Was it the convenience for you? Was it just, was there any, from the business perspective, was it a hunch, or did you do some research before you headed into that area?
Well, I always said that in the beginning it was a pure accident. There was an existing small restaurant at 170 Blue Hill Avenue, and I was owned by a friend of mine. She was selling it, and I was helping her to sell it. So at some point one day she told me, Hector, why don't you buy it? And it sound kind of crazy, and I'm like, are you crazy? I don't even know, anything about restaurant.
Yeah.
But on my way home, I was like, it's not crazy at all. I was always complaining that, things that we didn't get at that time on Latinos restaurant.
Yes.
And I say, if I can do this, if I can take all those things that I needed in a restaurant, that maybe there's more people like me and, it can be successful. So it's how Merengue started.
That's awesome.
It was 5 tables, 20 seats. It was really small.
Wow. Now they say necessity is the mother of invention, so
It
obviously,
is.
yeah.
It is.
Now, you've been there for 20 years.
20 years.
Obviously, 20 years for a business is quite the accomplishment, because usually most small businesses sort of have a 1 to 5 year lifespan. And if they get over that, then they're considered real businesses, right?
Yes. And especially restaurant is very challenging.
Yes.
Like the first 3 years, no one take you seriously. You can even go to a bank. But, we managed to survive the first 2 years. It was a little bit rough. And around the first quarter of the second year, then start picking up, and we start seeing, some customers coming. We always were changing, trying innovation, new things, and it got, what Merengue it is now. In the year 7, we grew to a point that through a program with the city of Boston and the Boston Empowerment Center, we moved to the building next door, and then the restaurant, who started with 20 seats, became a restaurant with 90 seats and 2 dining rooms.
Wow, so progress. So there was a partnership that enabled, you mentioned the Boston Empowerment Center. I've known some of the folks there for a long time, especially a wonderful young man who was very helpful by the name of Mr. Nunley. I'd like to give him some
Reggie,
props.
my friend Reggie, yes.
Yeah, he's done a great deal of work to help small businesses in the area, and continues to do so today.
Actually, that was a heck of a team during those days, excellent people working there.
Very good. Now you've gone from, like you said, to now 90 seats. And tell me, now food is always one of my favorite things. Now I remember years ago, when the first time I went to the restaurant, I wanted some sweet plantains.
Yes.
And they said, we don't have those. And I said, tell the owner of this restaurant that unless he gets sweet plantains, I'm not coming back. And I've been back there so many times, and I don't remember ever asking for sweet plantains since then, because the rest of the food was still so good.
You know what? We always have it, but if the plantains are not in the right point, they have to be like really sweet.
Yes. Yeah.
We, instead of bringing, a non-tasting plantain, we'd rather say we don't have it.
We don't have it. Well, that's what maintains the quality of the food that you produce,
Consistency.
Consistency, that's very good. Now, working through what sort of marketing do you do? Is it just word of mouth, is it local traffic? Or do you do outreach, and in what way do you do outreach to so that you let other people know that that the restaurant is there and has been functioning.